operant points.
Know what we can do to people over there. But if we're gonna be stealthy, there's one thing that I need, and that's why we got this. If you've seen my videos before and you guys have not subscribed, I'm doing crazier and crazier things, guys. So please hit the subscribe button. Like, look what I'm doing right now. You see where I'm at? How do I look? You look like a goddamn bush. Be quick and be quiet.
And then there's the final theory that in this moment I did not want to say out loud, which is that all of the hauntings are actually real. The UFO sightings, the skinwalkers, and the ghosts.
Oh my God, stop.
And they're all haunting the land for reasons we simply do not understand. And whether that's because of an ancient Native American curse, or the death of a child, or something more sinister, we were certain that we'd find out.
So they have ghillie suits.
Right there is Skinwalker Ranch. We are 10 feet from the fence and we are going to stealth camp right here.
What's the point of a ghillie suit if you don't have the hoodie on?
Okay.
And you have reflective... Dumbasses.
I think we did it, bro. Oh, I think we did it. Here, right here. We're at
Stupid.
Skinwalker Ranch, right
Let's
there.
go.
That blue light is the front gate right there. All right, this camera is set up on the fence to Skinwalker Ranch. And that is our campground for the night. So this is where we're gonna sleep tonight.
Yes, it is. This is our home for the next however fucking long we're here.
No camp out is right without some food. So we brought some food. Time to eat. Come over there. All right, guys, so we have a camp stove. Before we get this out and make our food, there's one more thing. The number one thing you are supposed to never do when you're with Skinwalkers.
I'm on
But that
mobile
is
listening
to
in until I get to my
whistle.
job site.
So we
Aw,
whistle
thank
right
you,
now and see if we can
Yang.
attract a Skinwalker, dude. Let's go.
Tease.
Okay, let's back up. Back up. Fuck. Back up. Just back up. Just back up. Quickly back up before we get fucking caught. Leave that wrong. Let's go. All right, give me yours. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right,
They're
let's go.
gonna get seen if they haven't been. A white backpack on a ghillie suit. They're dumbasses. I bet you they spent a whole lot of money only to get seen.
Hold on. Before we get caught.
Damn it! Right when we started the camp, dude. Fuck.
You got caught. Gee, I wonder how. It's a mystery.
Okay, bro. And I don't want to risk that he's some guard and we're gonna get shot or arrested.
Me gonna
by
go after
tribal
video.
authorities.
Okay.
Kind of a failure of a stealth camp. If you guys want me to come back and try again, 5,000 likes. and we're gonna come
No,
back.
no, I don't want you to go back and
Actual people do this
trespass.
thing for real.
We're failures. We failed.
Hey, if you want to get rid of
We
your belly
failed.
belly in time
Gee,
to
I
summer,
wonder
check this
why.
out. Hey, Dr. Drew, do celebrities cut carbs to lose weight?
No. Cool.
Hey, Dr. Drew.
Dude.
Do celebrities run a lot to lose weight?
No, you've been running?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with everyone?
They are trying.
Okay. I have to restart my computer. Please, everyone, hang around. I will be right back. Please don't leave. Oh, wait. I'm still here. Ah! It worked. I didn't have to continue. Oh, my goodness. I didn't have to turn my computer off after all. I got control back over my... Yay! Oh, I hope nobody left. I hope nobody left. Yay! Everybody's still here. Anyway, I'm gonna be going now. I was about to leave. I wonder why they failed. Yeah, I wonder why they failed, dumbasses. Oh! Anyway, I'm gonna be going now. Night, night. Night, night, Snowy. Ace! Hey, you're here! Aren't you doing Monster Hunter Mondays? By the way, I did give Ace a shout out early in the stream. I'll do it again because he is streaming right now. But we'll give him a shout out now because he does Monster Hunter Mondays. Also, happy Memorial Day, everyone. We're doing cryptids and paranormals and urban legends because Memorial Day has its own stuff in relation to that. I have 4 generations of military family. I highly respect Memorial Day. There is a huge theory amongst the magical community that ghosts are just memories that can't be let go of. So you can be haunted by someone who's alive right now, and you can be haunted by someone who's dead. Yep, he's streaming Monster Hunter Wild. So if that's your thing, you guys, go check him out. It is good that you waited. Thank you, Snowy, for waiting. YP? I forgot what YP means. Is that yep? Did we forget a letter? Yo, been a long time. Yes, it has been a long time. Yang is here after a long hiatus. Anyone know a good big battery alternative to iPhone? I want to change my phone because my iPhone sucks ass. I would say Samsung. That's my personal opinion. Ace is going back to streaming. Have a good stream, Ace. Okay, so let's continue with the program since I don't have to restart my computer now. So at this point, as I said before, it stops being folklore and starts feeling like pattern recognition. So our final video is going to be on either things science still can't explain, or top 10 unresolved mysteries, or ancient mysteries and lost civilizations. And to be honest, I feel like ancient mysteries and lost civilizations is kind of my thing. And that is what I planned for, but I wanted to give you guys, my thought process. And I want to lower the intensity slightly. That guy pissed me off. He is trespassing on tribal lands and not even wearing the proper gear and. So he really, really got under my skin. So we did cryptids, we did unexplained cryptids, we did paranormal, which honestly, all of that could have been explained away. And now we're going to do ancient stuff. Okay, so this one is Joe Rogan. I don't like that guy. Nope, we won't be not doing it. I can't speak English today. We won't be not doing it. That I don't know what language that is, but it's not English. Let's do another Trust Me Bro. I like Trust Me Bro. Okay, but they don't have big battery. Oh, you talking about Samsung? Yeah. They don't have big battery. Friend got $150 phone that has 3 times the battery of iPhone. I forgot the model, but it's Android. Yeah, so is Samsung. Exactly what I want. Then I can give my iPhone to my mother, who still uses button phone. Oh, no. Yeah, we're going to update Mama. Update Mama. I just hate my iPhone because at 3K, my battery don't hold charge that long. Yeah. Kind of sucks. All right, let's cue this up. It's small battery. Yep.
My wife called me lazy because I never do the things I say I'll do. I thought it was depression. We were both wrong. The kitchen light.
Ancient mysteries that were finally solved. The
I'm
collapse
not even
of
gonna go
classic
into
Mayan
that.
civilization. The ancient Maya civilization has some of the coolest
let me
lore
start
when it comes
over.
to ancient history. Most notably because of
Are we ready? Also, I really like your model. Yes, although I've already said it a few times in this stream alone, I would rather have her thicker and larger boobs like me in IRL, but we're trying it out today. I'm so glad actually you got to be here on her, I guess, inaugural stream. Yeah, words are hard. Okay, here we go.
ancient mysteries that were finally solved. The collapse of classic Mayan civilization. The ancient Maya civilization has some of the coolest lore when it comes to ancient history. Most notably because of their architecture, their mathematics, their astronomical system, and likely most famously, their calendar. In case you've been living under a rock, remember when in 2012 everybody thought the world was just gonna, end? That was because of the Mayan calendar, and that actually wasn't an end of the world prediction, it was actually more or less of a formatting error. Regardless, the Mayan civilization was an extremely advanced civilization that existed for thousands of years. And it's recorded that the Mayan civilization dates back as far as 2000 BC. Obviously, starting from humble beginnings, consisting of simple villages and early agricultural development. It took roughly 1200 years from 2000 BC to 750 BC for the Maya civilization to start seeing significant societal development, specifically with the development of large architectural projects and even writing. These early years in Mayan history are known as the pre-classic era. And I guess there's three primary time periods when speaking on Mayan history: pre-classic period, the classic period, and the post-classic period. And the collapse of Mayan civilization we're going to be talking about is specifically the collapse of the classic period, which is the one that was most mysterious and only recently understood fully. From roughly 2000 BC to 250 AD, the Mayan civilization was developed greatly, which leads us to the classical period of the Mayan civilization. This classic period of Mayan civilization is typically categorized by construction and urbanism, and on top of the already established development in architecture, agriculture, and scripting, there is now also significant development in intellectual and artistic activities, which are some of the most famous and celebrated parts of Mayan culture still to this day. During this classic period from 250 AD to 900 AD, there was cities with populations as large as 120,000
I just love these videos because we still don't know how or why Mayan civilization ended exactly.
Connecting all of them. But this major development brings us to our first historical mystery. From the ancient times going back as far as 2000 BC to more early modern times in 900 AD, the Mayan civilization saw immense development in almost every aspect of society. They had trade, architecture, agriculture, literature, art. It seemed like the Mayan civilization only had progress. But then something interesting happened. During the 9th century, it seemed like almost out of nowhere, Mayan cities were just collapsing and being abandoned, leaving these prosperous and developed cities to essentially rot for a reason that no archaeologist could understand until now. For the longest time, archaeologists that dedicated their life to understand the Mayans could not pin a single answer to this question. What happened to classic Mayan civilization? There was no one ice age or asteroid or army or anything they could pin on this time frame to draw a reasonable conclusion to why such a developed and growing civilization would essentially just abandon their homeland. That was until 2012, when it was discovered that there was no one reason for the collapse of classic Maya. It was actually a combination of issues that caused an interconnected crisis, and it took experts from a plethora of different studies to kind of come to this conclusion, including archaeologists, scientists, and satellite imaging experts. But here's the conclusion that they eventually came to. One of the biggest factors that played a major role in these classic Mayan cities being abandoned was essentially a major political collapse. And even that collapse is multifaceted, because even that political instability was caused by a number of factors. So before we just blame everything on political instability, let's kind of look at the landscape of the time. Near the end of the classic Maya civilization, there was a lot going wrong. Specifically, deforestation, overpopulation, and drought, which all ultimately led to a massive lack of food. At this point in time, there was already a multi-decade-long drought going on in the area. Little to no rain, streams drying up, and soil fertility was at an all-time low. Coupling this with environmental stress from the deforestation, paired with also an exponentially growing population at the time, meant that things were only destined to fail. And because of this, the thriving developed city that was sustaining all of this life and growth was now crumbling beneath its feet because it couldn't sustain all of these people. But on top of people just being too crowded and too hungry, the current system of government almost had no capabilities of solving this issue at all. Specifically because the classic Mayan civilization was based on the ritual authority of the ruler, which means the Mayan ruler was only able to control